Hey guys.
So we're going to be doing a 2023 movie ranking.
And bloop, bloop. That's so bad. Okay, for real. This is a 2023 movie ranking that we have seen. So we've only seen, I think, 23 movies.
It's not a 2023 movie ranking that we have seen. It's movies in 2023 that we have seen that we will rank. We've not seen the movie ranking of 2023.
Oh, shut up. These are the movies that we saw, that we've seen this year, and we're going to rank them from S tier to F tier. S tier is like top 5 movies of the year.
We're missing E tier.
This is so bad. Alright, there you go. Alright, so first up we got the movie 65. Oh, and by the way, we haven't seen every movie together. Some movies I've seen, some movies she's seen. She has not seen 65.
No.
However, I love this movie. It's about, it's basically Adam Driver in the dinosaur. I think he's like in a different planet with dinosaurs in it, from what I remember. And he basically just shoots them. And it's actually a lot of fun. It's a really shit movie, but because it's so much fun that I loved it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the D tier. I want to put it C, but objectively it's like really shit. But it's like, you have to watch this with your friends. And you can, yeah. Next up, Oppenheimer.
Ooh, I love this one.
This movie was so good. Yeah, I personally love Christopher Nolan. Inception's my favorite movie, which is made by Christopher Nolan, the creator of this movie.
Yeah, I really liked Oppenheimer. It was just, it had my attention from the beginning to the end. And it was quite a long movie, right?
Yeah, it was 3 hours. When was the last time a 3-hour movie wasn't boring? Like Endgame was boring at parts.
Yeah.
There's another 3-hour movie here that's, a bit boring at points. Oh, actually, you know what? The Batman was 3 hours and that was also great. But Oppenheimer's better, I'd say.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Well, that's 2022 though. But yeah, Oppenheimer. Oh, Cillian Murphy kills it. He's so good. Robert Downey Jr. To be honest, the whole cast is just amazing.
Yeah, it was just overall
the ending was amazing.
Performance.
I reckon. You know what? If Oppenheimer, what's his name? The actor. Cillian Murphy. If he doesn't get the Oscar, then it's rigged, and I will never watch him ever again.
I really like the part where like the bomb goes off, and you see it, but the sound only comes like
after.
much later.
That was
it was
so
so
cool.
realistic.
Yeah,
it was so cool.
This movie works so much better in the cinema rather than at home, I think.
Yeah, because I felt like the whole scene was like.
Yeah, for me, I'd say a combination of scenes, like just to do with Oppenheimer and his family struggles, like just that in general was just very well done. And I didn't know the movie was going to be about Oppenheimer going in. I thought it'd be about the bomb, so it was a very pleasant surprise. So, in my opinion, this goes in S tier.
Oh, absolutely.
This has got to be probably my second favorite movie.
It's got to be my favorite, to be honest. It has to be S tier.
Lovely. All right, here we have Super Mario. Did you watch this?
I actually didn't know. See, you can.
This movie was actually pretty good. I remember for basically forever, video game movies have just been shit. But ever since Sonic came out, which was like 2019 or something,
didn't watch that one.
Video game movies have been pretty good, including this one. This was like, I remember Peach is like literally the worst character in any media because he's just shit. But this movie made her cool. It's very entertaining. I think it's like a more of a kids movie. Oh, I also got to watch this in 3D. That was really cool.
Yeah.
I will definitely say it's better than 65, but I'll put it in the C tier. That sounds about right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Evil Dead Rise.
Oh.
We watched this together.
I have mixed emotions about this one, to be honest.
Mm.
It's like, if you like gore, then this could be like all for you. Like, this could be like a really good movie. But gore really isn't my thing, which made me not really enjoy it as much. That was like the whole horror aspect of it.
I personally do not enjoy horror movies. Not because I'm scared of them, but because most of them, I find them more funny than actually scary.
Yeah.
This one, I have to admit, at points was actually scary. I actually really like this as a horror movie.
It just grossed me out a bit too much for me to enjoy it. But I guess I just wasn't the right audience for it, to be honest.
Where are you thinking of placing it? I'm thinking B tier.
B?
Yeah.
I was thinking E.
E?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to put it in C or D. Damn. Okay, did you not like the movie because it wasn't very well done? Or because...
the special effects were amazing.
Yeah.
The story was lacking.
Yeah.
There was no story, actually. I can't think of one that there was.
There's not many horror movies with good stories.
That is true, but there should be.
Yeah, I agree. The story and the characters were not there, to be honest.
Yeah, the characters are just very generic.
Yeah.
The story, not there, non-existent, which is why I believe it should be in D.
I think it should be C because were you scared?
No, I was grossed out.
You were grossed out?
I was grossed out.
I was, in general, pretty scared in certain sequences. I won't give spoilers. Certain scenes. Same thing.
Yeah, okay.
I'll accept D. I'd rather it in C, but...
I say D, so
D.
it goes to D.
Cool. Next movie is a really good one. It feels like it came out last year, but came out this year. It's Air, a movie about Air Jordans and how they convinced Michael Jordan to sign up with Nike.
Well, I liked how they sort of captured the whole process of making Nike, making the Air brand.
It was very educational. I had no idea that Nike was very small.
Yeah, especially in comparison to
Converse and Adidas. Yeah, it's Adidas. Adidas.
Oh no.
Okay, well, yeah, I am a huge fan of Michael Jordan. I watched his Last Dance documentary. I've never seen him play because I'm too young, but he's cool. And I've never owned a pair of Air Jordans, but your brother does.
That is very true. I liked how that movie sort of was more focused on the actual process rather than Michael Jordan himself.
Yeah, it's barely about him. It's about...
You don't even see the actor's face, eh?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I thought that was well done.
I thought it was strange.
It was more about the character of Matt Damon, the one who was trying to convince his company to just, rather than go for 3 smaller players, they just wanted to get the biggest rookie of the year. And how no one wanted... you really feel for Matt Damon.
Yeah, it was quite a gamble.
It was a huge gamble, but it paid off. At the end, I remember the end of the credits, it said how much money they made after the first year, and it was something like hundreds of millions.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a huge gamble that paid off. Don't gamble, by the way. But I am... Okay, you know what? I'm very conflicted whether it should be A tier or S tier.
A tier. It's not good enough to be S tier, to be honest.
You
I
reckon?
wasn't engaged throughout the movie, and for it to be S tier, I feel like it
So you think
has to
Oppenheimer
have
is just a better movie?
way better,
Okay.
to be honest.
Have you seen this?
What's it called?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
No. I am not a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy, so I never actually watched that one.
I think they're okay. The first one is good. The second one's mid. And this one is kind of shit. Fair warning, we are so tired of superhero movies. There's only been one good superhero movie this year. And we'll get to that soon.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But this one I watched it with 2 of my friends. And we enjoyed it, I forgot about it within 5 hours or something. But, that's most superhero movies. I would say it's... I know people will disagree, but I would way rather watch Super Mario. It's about on the same level as 65 and Evil Dead Rise. I think what they did well though was the character of Rocket Raccoon. My brother just interrupted us. Anyway, the character of Rocket Raccoon was very, very well done. I cry pretty easily in movies.
I know.
And Rocket Raccoon...
I first day he cried during the movie. It's quite pathetic, actually.
What movie was it?
Spider-Man.
Which one?
What was it called? It was the one where May dies.
Far From Home.
Oh yes, that was the one.
Yeah, Rocket Raccoon was done very well. The concept, like I can kind of resonate with the villain a bit. The villain was actually okay, but he looked so weird. I'll show you images of him after. Actually, no, I'll show an image of him on this video. But yeah, I'd say yeah, I'm pretty confident with G tier. So next up, so our brother just came in, and he says you better put this movie in S tier, and I agree with him. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is so good.
I need the part 2 to come out.
I know. It's like I
feel like I shouldn't be able to rank this one without seeing a part 2 as well, because I don't know, it feels incomplete where I'm sitting right now. So what sort of makes a movie is also the ending of it.
Yes.
A shit ending can make it a shit movie,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I think the ending is the most important part.
Yeah.
So however, I still forgive it for that because 90% of the movie was absolutely incredible. This is the best animation I've ever seen of any show or movie.
Yeah.
Miles Morales is a really good character. The new villains.
I really enjoyed it.
Spider-Man 2077 or something. He's not a villain, but he's just really cool. He kind of is a villain.
There was also that one chase scene in the movie, and it was so good.
Yeah. I rewatched that scene a couple times just because I looked at the background of all the different Spider-Men.
That was
so
really cool.
cool.
The one where he's going through all
The Lego scene was so cool as well.
yeah.
But the story and characters are the best part of the movie. I think Gwen was a really good character. They fleshed her out more in this movie. Ever since the beginning, I think she's the first character shown on screen. Miles Morales gets more character depth. Yeah, S tier.
S tier, I reckon. Put it there.
Okay, we'll put it there for now.
Ready for now. It's an S tier.
Yeah. Here we have Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Shit.
It was so bad.
It was so.
Oh my goodness.
So bad.
I like Indiana Jones.
I love Indiana Jones. There's such good movies.
Yeah.
But this one.
They didn't have to make it. This was such a cash grab.
I know. You know what I feel like?
Mm.
I feel like it went the same way as Fast and Furious, how it just became so unrealistic that it was unenjoyable.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah. That whole Roman sequence was so
they didn't have to go back in time. None of the Indiana Jones
was even close.
made it that unrealistic. I mean, in all movies you have to suspend your belief just a little bit, but that was another level.
Mm.
And it made the movie kind of a hard watch, not gonna lie. It was... I just didn't want to be there anymore.
Mm. I think... Have you seen the interviews of Harrison Ford promoting the movie?
No.
He looks so... He's so dumb with the character. I think he knows the movie's shit.
Yeah. I feel like...
There were some
Shame.
good parts, but...
Shame. His character was so good up until then.
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? The ending was good. Do you remember the ending?
No.
When he reunited with his...
Yeah,
wife,
that's
was
just
Yeah.
a sappy ending to try to recover the movie.
I wouldn't say it's F tier. I say it's E tier.
Yeah, right about E tier, not gonna lie.
Also,
there's worse
do you
movies.
remember that scene where they were on the boat, and then I forgot the character's name, but he's a crucial part of the older movies, and he dies in this movie, and then Harrison Ford's like, no, he's dead, and then
no!
and then he just never mentions him ever again. I forgot the character's name, but yeah, shame. So here we have a movie that I did not watch, sadly.
But I did.
I was gonna watch it when I watched Oppenheimer, but the movie was so good that I just decided not to. So how was Barbie?
Okay, so Barbie, I can see what they were trying to do, but personally, it's a no from me. I feel like the main message was sort of lost in the movie as well. I felt like it was meant to be a a feminism thing, not like a modern feminism where it's like kill all men, but just like an actual feminism where it's like we should be equal. And I don't know, it's just a little goofy, not gonna lie. It was a bit strange. There were some quite powerful messages within the movie. Like, there was one scene in particular that grabbed my attention that I liked the most. It was when there was like this table, what do you call it? It was like a meeting room, yeah. And all the men were sitting around it trying to figure out how to empower women, but there was no actual women at the table trying to make those decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is powerful.
But that's like the most powerful thing that I found from that movie. That was a good takeaway. But overall, the movie, I was bored.
Really?
I was bored, yeah. It just...
What did you think of the actors?
They're funny. I like the actors. They're good actors.
Yeah.
It's just the movie in general is just not the best.
So where'd you put it? Is it better than Evil Dead Rise?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it in like a C tier.
Okay.
It's like, it's not awful. It's a good watch.
So you'd watch it again sometime?
No.
Oh, okay. C tier sounds fair.
Maybe if I watched it in like 7 years time, maybe.
Next up, we have Strays.
I also watched that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the way I describe this movie is if Beverly Hills Chihuahuas was for adults. Did you ever watch that? Beverly Hills Chihuahuas?
No.
Oh, you're missing out. That was so good. But
all I saw was cats vs dogs.
No.
I don't have any dogs. I wish I did. Otherwise, I'd watch more dog movies.
This was definitely a very entertaining watch. I can't say I was bored. I was quite engaged. The movie didn't have much meaning, but what can you expect from
a comedy? Yeah.
Let's be real, it was just a comedy, and I think it achieved its purpose quite well. I don't know, I feel like there were some cheap shots at humour, not gonna lie, with a lot of the things. There was some weird...
Was there some farting or some shit?
No, there was this one scene where the dog's penis just kept growing and growing until it like reached the keys.
I would have loved that scene.
I know you would have. I feel like that scene more appealed to the boys. It was funny, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Childish.
Yeah, it was very childish.
Where would you put it on the ranking?
I'd say a C tier because the rest of the movie was actually quite good.
Cool.
C. Oh wait, shit, no. I'm in B. I can't see. Yeah. Okay,
Cool.
what's the next movie?
Mission Impossible.
Oh, I'll let you start this one off.
I love this movie. It is my favorite movie of this year. I watched all of the Mission Impossibles this year as well, and this is definitely my favorite of all of them. I agree that Fallout is amazing. Most people have it as their favorite, but I don't know, something. So this is how you end a movie if there's another part. Like, I feel like they ended it in a way that feels, what's the word? Complete. But you still want more. What Spider-Verse did is that it just didn't feel complete.
No.
This movie, and the action was incredible. That train sequence was so good. Like I love like when I'm on the edge of my seat, and this movie, like,
especially from like an action movie.
Yeah,
That's what you want.
Yeah. This, apart from Inception, probably the most out of like edge of my seat movie I've ever watched. The stakes were so high. Grace is a great introduction to this series. I hope she stays in the series. There's a lot of, I don't know, spoilers, but there's things that happen that are very shocking. Certain.
I love the stunts.
The stunts
I'm
were
trying
amazing.
to stop you from doing a spoiler.
Yeah.
But no, the stunts were amazing. It was just overall just a very cool movie. I've always loved the Mission Impossibles. They've always been so enjoyable, and this is no exception to that.
You agree it's S2? Oh no. We watched this movie together and I loved it so much more than she did.
I did love it. Don't get me wrong, but I think A tier.
So Spider-Verse is better.
No. Yeah, no. Maybe it does deserve to be there. Okay, what's the next movie?
The Nun.
Okay. Yeah, this one was...
I did not watch this either.
Maybe it was the cinema that made it bad. Because there were people talking the whole time and it was a horror movie, so that kind of ruined it. But overall, I didn't find it scary. I love, like, the Conjuring universe. Like, I do enjoy them. I know you don't.
I remember watching The Conjuring 4 or 3, whichever
Right.
one it was. I was laughing the whole time.
I was trying to enjoy that one, okay?
Man, I just don't. I'm not a horror movie type of person.
I like those ones. I'm not a horror movie type of person either. And the final fight scene was just so unrealistic. And they're meant to be based on, like, true stories, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And that just doesn't look like it could ever be even based on a true story. Like, at least make it seem a tad more realistic. You know what I mean? So I think I'd put it at like a D tier. It's about the same as Evil Dead Rise.
Damn, we have a lot of details. Next up, we have The Killer. Did you watch this? This movie came out on Netflix about 2 months ago, and it was very well made. The main actor, what's his name? Michael Shannon or something? He is so good. He's really good in a lot of movies, and in this movie, he's probably got my favorite performance. I think, like, I love David Fincher as well.
I actually think I started watching this movie. It seems like a bit of a slow burn.
It is a slow burn.
You can talk about that.
The beginning of the movie makes it seem like it's a slow burn. The first 30 minutes, it's very.
I don't usually like slow burns, and I watched like the first 30 minutes, and then I got bored of it.
Yeah.
I actually think I fell asleep. To be honest, so I don't think I should participate.
It picks
in the
up very
ranking.
well though. It picks up after those 30 minutes.
Oh, maybe I should have like stayed awake then.
There's like, I agree it's a bit slow in the beginning, and then something happens, and then you're kind of hooked after that.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't really hook for this guy because he starts killing people, but you understand where he's coming from in a way. So you know, you're rooting for him throughout the whole movie. There are a lot of scenes where I feel bad for certain characters, but yeah, I'd say this is probably a solid B tier. It did its job. It did nothing special though. It's a little bit generic. There are some.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I still enjoyed myself, and I would watch it again.
So what would you put it at?
Let's put it at B tier.
Oh yeah, that seems about right. What's the next one?
A Haunting in Venice.
I'll let you start.
I thought this movie was pretty mid.
Mid? I thought it was kind of bad, not gonna lie.
Oh,
you
did?
Yeah, it was like I liked Murder on the Orient Express. Yeah.
Do you remember who the murderer was? I completely forgot. It's
No, I don't remember.
It's a murder
actually.
mystery, and the actual mystery is just it just disappeared off my head. It's not very memorable.
It wasn't a very memorable movie. I liked how they didn't make it unrealistic though. I don't want to say spoilers though. Well, I mean, no one's gonna actually watch this one. It's kind of bad. I really enjoyed like how they didn't, because like the whole thing was like sort of ghost themed. I liked at the end how they sort of made it so it wasn't really. It was like all these other explanations. He wasn't gonna accept. Oh, it's haunted. Oh, you know.
The actual like reveals were very cool.
Yeah, no, the reveals, they're always very cool with these.
Yeah, murder mysteries, if done well, are so good.
Yeah, but that one wasn't.
Yeah. The performances were great though, especially the main guy.
Oh, I love him. He's so funny looking.
Yeah. His mustache is funny.
I know, it just adds like a bit of spice to the character.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's... Oh my god, are we gonna get another D tier?
I put an E, to be honest.
Yeah, Evil Dead Rise is better. Actually, yeah, all these movies are better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I put an E tier. So next up is Kills of the Flower Moon.
Yeah.
I watched this by myself after an exam.
I watched Oppenheimer by myself. Yeah.
It's really cool watching a movie by myself. That was my first time doing it.
Surprising, eh?
Yeah, I've watched so many movies, but I've always gone with someone. But yeah, it was 3.5 hours long, and it justifies its length, but it definitely doesn't feel shorter. It definitely feels like 3.5 hours, but a good 3.5 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like as I was saying with Oppenheimer, I was like that breezed past. That did not feel like 3 hours. Like I was not bored once. This movie was.
Oppenheimer for me felt like 3 hours.
Really?
It didn't like breeze past, but I wasn't bored in any of the 3 hours.
For me, it just went by. I was left wanting more. This movie, I was like, yeah, that was cool. Actually, you know what? That was really cool. But I'm glad it's over now. But okay, so Leonardo DiCaprio is amazing in this movie, as he always is. He's one of the most underrated actors.
I feel like he's rated where he should be, to be honest. Everyone knows he's a good actor.
My mum doesn't think so.
Really?
No, she doesn't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Robert De Niro is amazing. I love Martin Scorsese. That was a weird to say. Martin Scorsese. There you go. He's made Wolf of Wall Street, which I love. He made Taxi Driver. He's a great director, an all-time one. And this is a good introduction to his filmography. The ending, so I don't want to spoil it, but it just...
Don't spoil it.
I won't spoil it. All I'll say is it ends abruptly. Actually, no. It ends unexpectedly.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good way. But, so you'd say the movie was good overall?
Yes, it was very good. I really enjoyed myself. The best parts were, like, you really felt like you were in this world. Because the movie was so long and because they really built the characters and the world, like, you really felt like you were living the experience with them. So every time something happened, it was terrifying. Like, it was actually really well done. I would not say it's S tier.
Fair enough.
It's about as good as Air. It's a very good movie. I would recommend it if you have 3.5 hours. If you'd rather watch a different long movie, I'd recommend The Justice League, Zack Snyder's cut. But very good movie. I'll put it in the A tier. Next up, we have John Wick 4.
Still have not watched that one. I've been meaning to, but like I haven't got around to it.
You haven't even watched the first couple. You've watched the first one?
I've watched the first one, yes.
Yeah. So I've seen all 4 of them. They're all great. 3 is okay, but 1, 2, and 4 is amazing.
Yeah.
And I have to say, the 4th one's my favourite still. I remember when I first watched it, I was in love with the movie. There are many scenes where the cinematography was just amazing. Like, they've done stunts that I've never seen before. The locations they went to were incredible. There were so many places. The action is obviously amazing. It's John Wick. The cinematography is amazing. The story was pretty good. You know, John Wick's not really known for his story.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was good. It was actually, and the world building was really good actually. The first movie doesn't focus on it, but the next 3 were actually like, it's a really cool world, and you can see why they made a show out of it. Now, everyone knows about a certain something that Bella might not know, so I'm not going to say.
Tell me.
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure you want to know?
Of course.
Okay, so they said that they were going to release a John Wick 5. And that is so bad because he dies at the end of the movie. Well, he supposedly dies. I thought he died personally.
How do you know it's not going to be like a prequel or something?
No, I can't remember. Maybe it was. Either way, like, actually, yeah, a prequel. I wouldn't mind a prequel. I would not like a sequel because it just ended so well.
Yeah.
But overall, this movie was amazing. This is an S tier for me.
What if it's secretly like his son, also named John?
John Wick. Shut up, bro. Also, Keanu Reeves is like 57 or something.
Oh.
And he's so good. like everyone loves Keanu Reeves, and he doesn't feel like he's 57. Just like Tom Cruise is also old as hell, but they're doing all these stunts that probably I can't do that well. But
of course you couldn't.
shut up. Yeah, this movie is amazing. Highly recommend it. John Wick 2 is the second best, but this is definitely better than that.
So, no hard feelings.
I did not watch this, but Bella did.
It was really mid.
You watch a lot of comedies.
I do, and I usually enjoy comedies, right?
Which is weird. So I don't enjoy comedies. I actually think they're kind of shit, and I don't enjoy horror. And you're the opposite.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not always like a horror and comedy girl. I have to be in the mood for it. But back to this movie. So, I thought it was really mid because, I don't know, it wasn't like funny throughout. It was just kind of, there were moments where I was a bit bored, to be honest. But, Jennifer Aniston, she's the main actor, yeah?
No,
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh shit, sorry, Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence, she was actually quite good in it.
I like
I'll be
her. She's
honest,
good.
She's really good.
She's good in Hunger Games.
It was a funny show, a movie. Yeah, no, I thought it was a funny movie. Just bored throughout some of the scenes. But overall, it was
It sounds like you preferred
was-
Strays.
decent. Where did I put Strays?
B tier.
Yeah, I'd put this at about a C tier, to be honest. It was like,
About as good as Barbie.
bro, that one scene, she's running on the beach and her boobs are flapping around. It was so funny. She's just running at these people.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, what's the next one?
Extraction 2.
Ah, yeah. Take it away.
I saw this. You haven't. It was very good. I preferred it over the first one. Have you seen the first one?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
First one was pretty good. Second one's even better. I love long sequences. And, like, when I say that, I mean, like, when they don't have a cut. Like, it's like a 3-minute scene and there's no
really
cuts.
like a long clip.
Yeah. And, Extraction has a few of them. One of them being the highlight. Chris Hemsworth is so cool. Everyone wants to be him. Let's be honest. Everyone wants to be a 6'3", Thor looking dude. That I certainly look like. And just as
no
muscly
comment
as he is.
there.
But yeah, these movies don't focus on the story really. However, the characters are actually pretty good. I like the first movie. You really feel for the victims, and then you feel for Chris Hemsworth, but you feel for him more in the next movie because he's kind of like retired, but he has to come back, and you really sympathize for him, and I really enjoyed the characters they introduced. I thought it was a solid movie. I'd say it's as bad as good as The Killer. Actually, it's probably better, but I'd put it in the same tier.
Yeah.
So I'll put it in the B tier.
Fair enough. What's the next one?
The Elementals. I never watched this.
Elementals. Okay, so this is like a Disney Pixar movie. I was bored throughout the entire thing.
You have not liked that many movies.
I haven't, no.
No.
I need something like really, really good. Like really.
You just need more Oppenheimers.
Yeah. Is that too much to ask for? Like for real? But yeah, no, I was bored throughout it. Pixar and Disney have gone downhill.
No one likes Disney these days.
No. Even Pixar's going down.
Yeah, I know.
It's like the quality has declined. Like I used to love Disney. That used to be my childhood, obviously.
I used to love Pixar, and even their movies are shit.
No, but like everything about Disney has like changed. I used to love the animation style. Now it's like no. And
The biggest sin in cinema is when they make a live action version of it. I think that's such a cash grab and such a Disney thing to do.
I was not finished. Alright.
Sorry.
Okay, so like I was saying, throughout this movie, it was like just.
What was the message? Like, what were they trying to do?
I think it was like a message of racism, like don't be racist.
Oh.
Yeah, because like the whole thing was like they're separated into these like elements, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like fire, water, yada 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 yada, and the fire and the water, they don't like each other, obviously. And then by the end of the movie, yay, they like each other again.
Oh, it's a Romeo and Juliet story.
Sort of, yeah, actually.
Oh.
I feel like that's just been overdone though. But yeah, I'd put this at an F tier. I
What?
really disliked it.
Damn.
I watched it with my sister and she was bored throughout it as well. And she's like, you can't just tell me, oh, it's for a younger audience, you just must not like it. No. I watched it with my sister and her friend, and they both really didn't like it either. Like, they were bored. Like, proper bored.
I hope Pixar gets better, man. They've made for 20 years in a row.
Disney.
And Disney.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Pixar had so many good movies for 20 years, and then they just went downhill. Anyway, the next one
Yeah.
is an absolutely amazing movie.
Mm.
Godzilla One. I actually love 2014 Godzilla. The special effects in that movie and the way he looks is just so cool. But, you know, the characters and story are pretty much non-existent in all three of the Godzilla movies. So this was such a surprise. Like, I went into this movie with relatively high expectations, but I didn't know that it had such fleshed out characters. Like, the characters were so good. For the first time,
so sad.
for the first time in a Godzilla movie, I actually didn't mind not having Godzilla on screen. I actually wanted to see the characters more. And
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say that with the Godzilla movie.
No, even though this movie was like a subtitles movie for me, I really did enjoy it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Like, I loved the characters. Like, and there wasn't a point in the movie where I was bored with this one either.
No, I was hooked from the beginning.
I was so interested in it. Yeah.
Godzilla himself looks so good. Bro, they made this movie with $15 million.
How much?
15 million.
1.5?
Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay.
And the Marvels, which we haven't seen, but it's probably shit. I think they spent like 200 and something million.
Imagine what this movie could have done with that budget.
I
feel like more people need to watch this one.
Yeah, well, it's doing really well. So, it's the first time. Actually, no, I'm gonna stop talking. Anyway, yeah, Godzilla himself looks very cool.
Yeah.
There's my favorite scene is in the trailer, but I didn't see the trailer, so it wasn't spoiled for me. When he uses his atomic breath in the city. That was such a cool scene. My mouth was like wide open.
That was actually really cool. I love the detail in the movie. Like
the ending,
detail.
Probably my favorite ending of all the movies.
Yeah.
Even Oppenheimer. I love the ending, man. I was so surprised.
I know.
I had no clue.
Mr. My eyes are just watering.
Hey. No, that was not me. This is an easy S tier. Probably my third favorite movie of the year.
Yeah.
I
reckon it's an S tier, to be honest. I feel like it deserves to be there.
Next up we have Wonka, which I haven't seen.
Shit.
Really?
I feel like if it was maybe it was more for a younger audience than me. My sister's 12 for context, but maybe if you're like a 6-year-old, you'll enjoy it. I don't know. I feel like it's definitely a family movie, and it can be funny at times, but I just preferred the original Willy Wonka. This one is like more set on him starting up the chocolate shop from like the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Like it had nothing to do with Charlie or anything. But yeah, I like that part of it. It was just, there was some...
So like the beginning and then it just went downhill?
It's not even that. I don't even like the beginning. I like the concept of the movie more than the actual movie itself. I'll put it at an E tier.
For context, I look like Wonka, by the way.
Okay, in that case, put it an F tier.
Hey! Go away. Oh my god, okay.
I don't really see it, to be honest.
I've been told that by your mum, actually.
Yeah, I know.
But
and by a random lady as well.
Yeah. Okay, JoyRide. Now, this is the one where she gave me a fair warning where she will be passionately hating it.
Okay, so first of all, any good part of the movie that there could have possibly been was in the trailer. Whatever you see in the trailer, that's the only good parts of the movie, and it was already spoiled for you. There was nothing too interesting about this one. It felt dragged out. There was so much potential with this one. It could have been such a good comedy. But they really messed it up. Like, I feel like the ending of this, like the main part of it was that this uptight lady had a coochie tattoo. Like that was like the climax of the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so hilarious. Huh?
Exactly. But like if you, I'll show you the trailer later, but if you watch the trailer, it looks like it's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Like, I was so excited for this one, and it was just such a letdown.
This is a different topic, but I don't watch trailers anymore because I feel like I want to experience it in the movie. So maybe if you didn't watch the movie, maybe you would have enjoyed it more. I mean, the trailer. Maybe it's.
If I didn't watch the movie, I would have enjoyed it a bit more, to be honest. Like,
yeah, if you didn't watch the trailer, you might have enjoyed it more.
No, if I didn't watch the movie, I might have enjoyed it a bit more. Like, to be honest. No, I'm gonna make you watch this one day, and you'll see exactly what.
No, I'm not watching that.
I'm gonna make you watch it. You don't actually.
I'm not watching a movie where the climax is a pussy joke. No.
Anyway, let's put that in F tier, please. Thank you.
We have SawX next.
Ooh, that's also one that I've watched.
I've never seen.
It was okay.
First of all, I've never seen a Saw movie, including this one.
Yeah. Well, I had high expectations. It was a tad bit of a letdown. It did have good twists in it, though. I gotta say that. I'd say it was more of a mid-movie. I've seen better Saws. I feel like the contraptions, like the traps that he puts them in, could have been done a bit better. But they were scary, it was gory, it did have me on the edge of my seat. So I'd say that would be like about a C tier.
Fair enough. Next up, we have an incredible movie that is so shit that it's amazing. We have Fnaf.
Oh my god.
This movie is so fucking shit, but it's so good.
It is so incredibly bad.
We watched it. So it was me and you and two other friends. And
bro, I was contemplating like having a nap during it, bro. It was so bad. You know when you're just like waiting for a movie to end?
No, I didn't. I love the movie. I'm not gonna lie.
I hated it so much.
I really respect that they actually tried. You can tell that.
I wanted it to be a horror.
Yeah, no, it was not. It was, yeah, I know. It was not a horror.
Fnaf is a horror game. They should have kept like the essence of the actual game itself, the game that it is based on. They should have at least kept the genre. This should have been a proper horror movie. When I saw that MA15 plus, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like that. I really don't want to watch this.
Oh, you wanted to be R18?
I did. I wanted to be proper scared. Because like the games, they were scary.
Yeah,
they jump
I love FNAF the games.
Yeah.
I played it in class. At one time, I fell off my seat like backwards. Because FNAF 4 is terrifying. Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah. What I really enjoyed was they tried to actually make good characters. They had no source material because the games don't really care about the characters, they care about the animatronics. So I actually enjoyed the main actor.
I didn't.
Really?
I found him quite boring.
Really? So his relationship with his sister, was it? Like younger sister? And his backstory is
he was like sort of a shit adoptive parent.
Yeah, you feel bad for him because he's trying to care.
He's a bit of a dropkick.
Yeah. But his backstory is a bit goofy. he has a criminal record because he started beating the shit out of his dad, like some random ass dad, and he thought the dad was abducting this kid. I was laughing.
No, that was so bad because this dad is just trying to get his daughter, and then this dude just comes and attacks him. Like, what's wrong with you? You're like a danger to society. You should have had a criminal record for that one.
Yeah. So I enjoyed myself because of how shit it was.
I did not. I don't like bad movies.
I love bad movies sometimes. If the movie's boring, that's when I hate it. If the movie is entertaining and shit.
Okay, it was boring at some parts. It was entertaining.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not bored.
Really?
Yeah, I was pretty hooked in. I wanted to see what stupid shit would happen next.
I don't know. Even like the meant to be scary, like the animatronics attacking at the
There
end.
were some scary scenes. Remember when those 3 security guards?
They weren't horror.
But when there was 3 security guards that went inside and they just killed them, like in the shadows. That was well done.
This one I was expecting to be a gore fest. I wanted this one to be more like that. I wanted to see the blood splat. I wanted to see the limbs being torn off. I wanted to see all that in this movie. There was none of that.
So this is a movie where it's shit, but I'd love to rewatch someday. Like imagine you're at a party and put this in the background. People would watch that. They would not watch fucking like The Killer, you know?
Oh no, that's so boring.
Yeah.
This one's good to laugh at.
Yeah. So I personally put it as C tier.
I put a D.
Okay. So
only because you want to put it C, otherwise I'd put it F. No, you put that down to D. Don't think you can get that one past me.
Okay. Lastly, we have a brilliant movie that I have not seen, and I really don't like the series, actually. I've only seen like 2 of them.
What's it called?
Fast and Furious X.
Oh. Okay, so, hear me out. I love the Fast and the Furious. I really, really enjoyed, like, the first 5. But then they just got so unrealistic that it became bad.
They got Sharknado'd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. It just became that kind of bad. Like, I love the actors. I love, like, the first one, like, at least. Like,
Vin Diesel's so cool.
There was just something about it that just kept me hooked. But it lost that throughout. Like, especially when it came to this one. I don't think I finished it.
You know another Fast and Furious that I watched?
What?
Hobbs and Shaw.
That was so bad.
That was so shit.
Okay, it was awful. They need to end the series. They need to just leave it. There's no recovering it. Actually, there could be. Take it back to the beginning. Bring it back to what it was. Just, is there a way to, like, just erase a couple movies? Like, be like, you know what, guys? We hear you.
Yeah, I think you have to use a death note for that one.
You know what, guys? We hear you. We're just going to remove these couple movies and we're going to start it off as if this was number 6 and we're going to go from there. I feel like that's what they need to do because Fast and Furious did have quite a big fan base and I feel like they've lost a majority, if
the
not
only
all
reason
of it.
you watch a new Fast and Furious is if you wanted to laugh at it.
I still watched it because I do like the Fast and the Furious, and I feel like I have to watch it, if you know what I mean. Like, you know when you
In the
start
same way that
something-
Marvel fans, they have to watch the new Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except I don't watch the new Marvel
Me
movies.
neither, no.
Those are just too bad for me.
Yeah.
I feel like they're so cheap.
We did not watch superhero movies this year.
Yeah, no, we didn't. Thank God.
So where are you thinking about putting it?
Has to be an F.
Wow.
If I couldn't finish the movie, it's an F.
So,
Oh my gosh, in the S tier, you said
5.
it has to be the top 5.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it ended up as.
Yeah.
And I actually agree with that, to be honest. Those
Yeah.
were my top 5.
I would, if I had to rank them, it would be Mission Impossible first, Oppenheimer second, Godzilla.
What?
Yeah. I love Mission Impossible.
Okay, no, your ranking is now irrelevant. Mine is...
What the? Let me finish.
Mine is Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible, then Spider-Man. What's that fourth one?
John Wick 4. Oh, you didn't watch
I
it?
didn't watch that, but I feel like it would be there anyway because John Wick is usually good. And then Godzilla.
Wait, did I say Godzilla second?
No, you said Oppenheimer.
Yeah, exactly. Mission Impossible first, Oppenheimer second, Godzilla third, John Wick 4, and then Spider-Man 5. Although Spider-Man can go up in places depending on how good the next one is.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait for the next Mission Impossible. That's my most anticipated movie. I reckon it'll be incredible. I think that movie is so underrated. I've seen top 10 lists and it's not even on it.
That's actually
And
crazy.
I think it's really good.
No, I've always loved the Mission Impossible. They're so good.
One thing I've noticed is that you did not like many movies this year.
No, they need to up their game, to be honest.
Yeah. A lot of people have been saying... I personally really enjoyed 2023. Mainly because I didn't watch Fast X, JoyRide, and Elemental. I skipped out the shit ones. And I skipped out superhero movies. So I just watched the good ones.
Yeah.
But
I'm still making you watch JoyRide, to be honest.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not watching that.
I'm gonna make you, yeah.
But I can see why people are saying this is an underwhelming year.
It was. Next year, let's hope. Well, this year now, hey?
Oh yeah,
This-
today it's 2024.
Yeah. Anyway, this year, let's hope it's gonna be a lot better with the movies. Because I really enjoy going out and watching movies.
I really hope that when we make another one of these tier list videos in a year from now, that there will be at least double as many movies. Because, we've had exams this year, so
Couldn't watch as many,
couldn't
no.
watch as many, yeah. Although I don't want to force myself to watch shitty movies at the same time.
Just watching movies to put
But
them at
if
the F
you scroll
tier.
down, there's a lot of movies here that good movies that I missed out on. So,
I heard Megan was shit.
yeah. Heard Cocaine Bear was funny. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This was
Yeah.
our very in-depth, very professional, totally not our first time making a YouTube video together.
Totally.
And hope you guys have a great 2024.
Yay!
Bye bye.